Aces. Damn it.
You're on. You, sir, are a fish.
I never noticed that fishing down near Mexico had different music than fishing normally.
Okay.
It's got like a Mexican guitar tune. But then again, I guess I'd never fished on the Rio Grande before now. Yeah, a lot of the largemouths I'm catching are smaller than the smallmouths. Okay.
Look at you. How's about this? Here we go. Gotcha. That is a fish. Pleased to meet you. You're in luck. Anyone hungry there? Got it.
Hey there, what's going on? Shit.
Just been doing some social media and relaxing.
It's always awesome. We managed to nab one of the two rarest horses in the game, the tiger striped Mustang, so I'm pretty proud of that right now. She's a pretty awesome horse. I'm loving her so far. It's good to hear you've had a relaxing day though. It's always a positive thing. Whoa.
Wow, that's fulfilling. We all need to give ourselves a break sometimes.
Oh yeah, I agree. Nothing wrong with that at all. I wonder if there's a legendary fish here. I really hope this horse doesn't buck me off, because John cannot swim.
You're doing well. Good girl. You'll be okay. Hey, up.
Oh, we only have 2 more herb species to go before we have herbalist number 6 completed. Still need to go from Strawberry to Saint Denis in 9 minutes or under without hitting water. Still have to kill 1 more cougar with a bow. 4 kills with a single stick of dynamite. Steal 7 wagons and sell them. Find a treasure. Trying to wrap up some of the challenges. This is my 100. This is my completionist save, basically. I'm going for 100% on this save. I think there is a house on this lake. Actually, I think this is the lake where, spoiler alert for the first game, huge spoiler actually, I think this is the lake where Jack Marston, John's son, kills
By the
Agent
way,
Ross.
I beat Odyssey yesterday, 100%ed it in a couple ways, including uncovering the entire map and taking care of all the...
Yeah, you're all right.
Nice. That's always good. I'm not 100% sure though, but I do think this is the lake where Jack Marston kills Agent Ross. I think it's along the shore right here. That or it's the Rio Bravo based river, San Luis itself, the one I was just at. It's one of the two though. But I think it's this one because of the damn cabin. If there is a cabin, then that's it for sure. But I'm not finding a cabin yet. Oh wait, yeah, I see it.
Not all the message was said, might have been too long.
Yeah, I read it though. I noticed that it cut you off. And when I heard that it sounded weird, I went back and read the message. Because I figured it cut you off. So I got the part about the cultist and the best ending. It sucks how it cuts people off like that. I hate that though. It kind of makes me... It irks me too when I write a long message and it doesn't say the whole thing. Yeah, this cabin really makes me think this is the place.
One person got mad at me the other day in the comments for intentionally going for the best ending. Said it was cheating somehow.
Well, I mean, we kind of have the choice to go for whatever ending you want to go for. I mean, it's kind of it's kind of obvious. If you do the best you can, you're gonna get the best ending, and if you're an asshat, you're gonna get the worst ending. I mean, that's just kind of logic. I don't see how either way is cheating or one thing or the other. So that's my take on it anyway.
Easy now.
Well, let's see if this works. Apparently there's a huge ass largemouth bass out
He
here.
might not realize Odyssey makes it difficult to get the best ending without realizing what it requires.
Yeah, it takes a lot. Wonder if we can catch this huge ass bass.
Like if you kill Dad, you can hope for the bittersweet one at best.
Yeah. Yeah, the first choice that really affects anything is killing the wolf. If you kill him, it kind of screws your chances at the absolute best ending.
Give it up already.
Damn. This might just be that fish.
Okay.
It's just a normal one. Just a little more fighty than normal.
It screws your ending and story in more ways than you can imagine.
Yeah, from the very first moment, even the first time I did that, I felt like it was a pretty important choice.
Come on. You're quite a large mouth.
Have you beaten it? If you're still on it, keep enjoying the ride.
I am pretty close, I think. I haven't fully beat it yet, but I've got pretty much all the cultists dead. I just have to really close the main family threads, I suppose. What the hell is that over there? Is that a snake? I don't think I'm gonna catch him over here. I think I need to be on that bank over there.
Come on, then.
Holy shit, that was a snake, I think. No, it's a lizard. Oh wow. That's pretty cool.
Some are really tricky. Like one you have to go into naval conquest battle to get. The clue didn't specify that.
Oh yeah, I got him. I've got most of the sages. Except for one or two, I think. I just need those two. I need the oh, what the hell is she called? The main leader. And then Deimos. Which I'm sure you spare if you want the good ending. Excuse me. Let's see. Oh, that'd be about... I don't know if I should fish from here or there. I'll try here first. I don't really see one that looks all that different.
Got some.
Damn. That is an angry fish. That's a very angry fish.
Funny thing for me, I didn't even have to kill 4 of them. I found them already dead by the roadside.
Oh, holy shit. Yeah, I found a couple of them that way. It was weird. Really weird. God damn. Holy shit. That's a pretty ginormous bass, isn't it?
You're a good girl now.
Well, that's one for the record books.
Another I killed at sea, not realizing. Not realizing he was a cultist.
Yeah, that was actually kind of the cool thing about the game. There was at least a handful of them that I killed without even realizing they were cultists. And then later on, when I would go to do that mission, it would just lead me straight to their body that would still be there. And I'd be like, oh, so that was you. Well, I killed you a while ago. I like this horse. It's pretty brave.
That's it, girl. Easy. Hang in there, girl. All right there. There you go. Good girl. Sir!
Damn, that's a lot of wolves.
Hey, easy there, girl. You're doing well. Ain't you ready, are you?
Look out, buddy. That dude just rode right into those pack of wolves.
Good girl. You'll be okay. Whoa there!
I wonder who this is.
Buddy!
You ain't supposed to be here.
What are you talking about?
You want this?
Just relax. I'll go wherever I damn. Please, girl. Come on.
Well, since it went down that way, might as well check it out.
And I'm pretty sure my Cassandra had fun with all the female love interests except for the daughter of Artemis 1. Because I didn't like TH.
I think that's pretty much what happened with mine too. I really enjoyed the Medusa boss fight. I mean, it wasn't necessary. I mean, you'd have to do it for 100%, but it wasn't necessary to beat the narrative. But I thought that was neat how they added in those mythical creatures. And that was just probably my favorite out of all of them. Oh, I remember this area from the first game. I used to get chased by zombies through here all the goddamn time. An undead nightmare.
Hey, partner!
I think that was the hardest in the base game. She was the only boss that took me 2 attempts.
Yeah, she was pretty hard actually. The Minotaur was pretty hard too, but I think she was a little more challenging in the end. Especially since I did her way later on and I was a way higher level. And it should have been easier, but it wasn't. Oh shit, I have a hell of a bounty here. And I don't even know why.
It's all about strategy with her. Also helps to have high hunter stats.
Yeah, I always keep moderate hunter stats. I don't let them be completely low, but I don't max them either. I don't really ignore them, but I don't put as much as I could into them either. I just keep them to where they're decent, and to where if I have to use those abilities, I still can with relative ease. Hopefully that counts. Nope, they didn't put me to 14. This won't, because I've done that a million times already. No, we gotta go somewhere way different. Oh, this might help though. Nope, that won't help.
Alright, girl.
Have to go to like Amberino to find some plants that I don't have. Oh, that might actually work. Yep, only need one more now. That put us to 14.
My highest stat order is Assassin, Poison, Hunter, then Warrior.
I had Assassin and Warrior first, and then it was Poison and Hunter, but I'm not sure which order they went in. I'm not sure which one was last. I think they kind of fluctuated. Sometimes I would have Hunter before Poison, and sometimes I would, just depending on what I needed, really. Oh wow, that's an interesting looking bird. I have all the birds pretty much already though, I don't need to kill it.
Head up, head up.
What is that? Yeah, I have that. Hopefully I can find something that I don't have yet. Oh, well, these are rare. I'll take these anyway.
Warrior didn't need to be high for me because Poison and Hero Strike more than covered for lower Warrior stats.
I put mine up because I use the sword a lot. But that makes sense though. If you did use that a lot, it really would make sense to dump it into other stuff instead. It's gonna be a bitch finding this last herb, probably. With a $1,500 bounty, I have a feeling I'm gonna get literally raped 10 times over before I do find it.
Okay.
We could lose at dominoes really quick and see if I can get one of the rounds knocked out that I need for that gambling challenge.
And near the end, I switched to that always poison dagger and bow. Meant I didn't need to constantly refresh my poison abilities.
Yeah, I like towards the end where you can take the abilities of other weapons and imbue them on pretty much any weapon you wanted. I liked having a sword that always poisoned people. That was pretty tight. This is a pretty interesting place here in Blackwater. I'm not sure, but I think that at one point the gang was meant to set up in Blackwater. Or there was meant to be a prequel in Blackwater. And I think this was meant to be a Vanderland gang camp, because it looks pretty much just like the camp that you would have as Arthur. And oddly enough, you can even interact with the stew. You can do this at no other camp besides the camp with Pearson and the gang. So, it's weird. Neat little Easter egg or find here in Blackwater, I suppose.
Morning to you. Morning, partner.
Honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing on this game. I never really learned how to play it. I think we matched the sides, the 4 and the 4 though.
Even though I can refresh it otherwise, you can lose a battle just because your ability timed out.
Oh yeah, definitely. I've had that happen before. Damn it.
Now that's not right, leaving like that. Why don't you try your luck?
We'll try one more game. We'll play the whole game this time though.
You're in trouble, amigo.
Oh shit. What the hell? Go on now.
Today's my day.
That's the lot.
Congrats, good win.
Thank you.
Have you gotten the romance with Xena? If not, I can help you out there. She's one of the most highly developed characters you can romance.
No, actually, funny story about that. I haven't even got to her part yet. I've been just wandering around so much. I'm killing occultists that that's one quest line I haven't even started yet.
Come on now, hurry up.
I've been meaning to though, because she's one of the more interesting sounding characters. I mean, they're all very well written, but she sounds very intriguing from what I've read. It looks like my highest. I really gotta learn this game a little better.
Looks like I got all the luck today.
I think I got one of my
Looks like you'll have to try again.
challenge things though, so that's all that really matters. What trying to win, just trying to get the challenge completed for gambling.
Guess I gotta go.
Let's see if I got it. I'll play another one and see if I can't do it again. Because all I need is one more. Yep. All I have to do is win a round without drawing. I don't have to win the game. I just need to win a round without drawing any dominoes.
Come and sit with us.
I might go see Hamish, the veteran, after I do this. Challenge. Oh, what a prick.
At first I wasn't sure of her, but I grew to really love her over the quests. I can also see how my Cassandra would love a playing hard to G.
It's really amazing how Ubisoft made such a deep game that was worthy of role-playing this time around. You really got to give it to them. They really have jumped on the RPG ship, and they've really done it right, in my opinion. Oh, I scored 6 points. Oh, 39, damn. I'm actually scoring.
Mine was like, I don't care what I have to do, I'll get you in bed, emoji blowing kiss.
Oh damn, he beat me.
And I got nothing.
Oh, I didn't draw, but I didn't win the round either. That's kind of how I played it too. You're a prick, Cleve. Every time I play with this guy, he beats me. Soundly. It's ridiculous. Let's see here.
Mine didn't even regret sleeping with the cultist. A good time with the beautiful lover is still a good time to her.
Oh, the damned, the priestess. Oh, I might win this one. Yes! That's all I needed to do. He's probably gonna beat me, but I do not care because I won the challenge. Beat the blackjack dealer in every location. Oh, that's easy. I'm much better at blackjack than fucking
Now that's not right. Leaving like that.
dominoes. Why? You're gonna take my money anyway, Cleve, you prick.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Good morning.
You know, this is a beautiful town.
Well.
Yeah.
Stay safe.
That's alright. Alright.
Partner.
Morning, friend.
I'll be with you momentarily.
Oh yeah, I gotta send that fish out. Oh, and the dinosaur bone location. I actually have some mail to send for once.
Don't worry about it. It'll stay safe.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I slept with the cultists too.
Gentlemen. Great town, this, huh?
Pleasant morning. Morning, mister.
You know, all in all, things are okay, I guess. Fellas?
There's a lot of Aztec writing all over Blackwater here that nobody's really figured out what the hell the purpose of it is. Here's some of it right here. And you can write it down in your journal too, because you interact with it just like you interact with the vampire writings on the wall. Some people think it has something to do with an undead nightmare type scenario. Maybe a new DLC, or maybe something in the game we haven't discovered. Still pretty cool though. There's like 5 or 6 of them all around town.
Morning. You, mister. Howdy, mister.
How you doing? Morning.
Might as well beat the blackjack dealer here in Blackwater while we're here, I suppose. Oh hell, that's not the barber.
Keeping the soap sellers in business for all that hair, huh? So, what do you need?
That's a bit smarter.
The joke was on the cultist for letting Cassandra know of her cultist identity.
Mighty fine if I do say so.
Oh yeah, I agree. Kind of overplaying her hand there, in my opinion. Damn.
Good morning, friend. Excuse me. Can you tell me what's going on here? Morning, mister.
And underestimating the power of the eagle bearer.
Yeah, because you pretty much just slaughter her henchmen afterwards.
Hey, partner.
I don't know why she expected they would actually have any luck where all the other ones have failed.
How can I help you, friend?
Is that a spider web hanging from your cause?
Can I get a hot bath, please? I'm real dirty.
That's excellent. Head on over, someone will assist you.
Can I get something to eat?
Found you. Look, you can feel reading the cards under the breath.
All bets are in.
The food here looks a lot better than modern fast food.
Oh yeah, definitely. That peach cobbler looked badass. Modern fast food looks terrible. Well, it pretty much is terrible. But I suppose that's a different story. It would have been amazing to try food back then. Just the taste, the palate would have been completely different. Just to think the homemade starches that they would have used to make everything with. Just the whole taste in general would have just been completely different.
Everything had to be fresh, never frozen.
Oh yeah. It would have completely changed how anything tasted. For the better, in my opinion.
Bets, please. That's it for bets. 18. I'm standing. 16. 19. 15. Hey, 21.
Of course he gets blackjack.
Missed that up, didn't it?
You said it. That's it. Real petty play there. No more bets this round. 14 here. Okay then, 19. I'm fine. We're at 12.
Yep. Card.
And 15.
Well, I suppose like I'll hit on 15. If I bust, I bust.
Guess I'll do that again.
18, all right.
Not smart to hit there, even though not the best chance of winning, but either way, I stand to lose.
12.
Just gotta hope he busts.
16.
There we go. We have defeated this blackjack dealer.
All right. Don't have to tell me twice. Let's hear your bets.
Well, that was fun.
Maybe we'll see you around.
Easy there, Fred.
Let's try this out. Carefully.
I just thought of this. Odyssey almost never holds your hand. You have to figure everything out yourself.
That's been, yeah, that was a big, that was one of the big design choices of that game, I do believe. I remember reading. They didn't want to really guide anybody in any one direction or coddle them. They just wanted players to experience it however they would, I suppose, upon picking it up. And in my opinion, that's pretty cool. That's really cool, actually. I really enjoyed just having my own experience with the game and figuring things out for myself and doing what I wanted, basically. I found it very immersive when compared to some other experiences.
There are many things I only figured out late game that I wished I knew earlier.
Yeah, it takes a while to figure out some things, unfortunately, I do believe.
Heard one of the deputies got themselves good drunk and pulled down the damn lake. Almost drowned. Ain't the first time. Well then.
Red Dead 2 doesn't handhold either.
Yeah, that's also really helped me find it really immersive. I found it's been a trend in good AAA video games lately to not hold the player's hand, and I really like it, because I'm one of the people that really likes to get immersed into their game, and that really helps with the immersion, because you don't have the game telling you it's a game every 5 seconds, if that makes sense. And I really like that. It lets us use our brains Let's just exercise our brains, stretch our legs, so to speak. It's good for people. I mean, whether you're playing a game or just living life in general, it's really good for people to learn to make decisions and learn to do things for themselves.
I love to get immersed too. I found that with God of War and Tomb Raider games too.
Oh yeah, those are good games to get immersed in as well. Let's see. Whoa, that was a funky glitch.
Hey, you good?
Let's see what we can do with that shirt.
I'm playing the Lego Movie 2 game right now. It's really fun, but yeah, it made me realize I'm spoiled immersion-wise.
But yeah, I'd imagine that game probably does hold your hand. But I also imagine it is probably fun as well. That's okay though. Certain games are good for different things, and certain games require different things.
Sold out. That's what they say.
Let's see what we can do here. I wonder what I can do with that, actually. I like that vest, but I really like this shirt. That's alright.
It's way more open world than previous LEGO games, so it handholds slightly less than I expected.
That's actually a cool thought for a LEGO game to be open world.
Met a fellow from Strawberry last night. Looked at my clothes and told me I didn't know the meaning of hard work.
Hey, mister.
Howdy.
Might make the rest of the equipment match.
Hello?
It also takes cues from Minecraft and adds some world-building sandbox elements, which adds a lot of replayability.
Actually, it's pretty cool. Minecraft did a lot of things right for that type of game.
Mister. Hey, partner.
Hi there.
No.
You believe this?
Hey, hi there.
Don't bother so much.
I need some food. Can I get a meal?
Well then.
Don't mind if I do.
Well then. Yep.
It's extremely solid with a dependable frame rate too.
That's definitely good.
Things are mighty fine indeed.
That's something I've come to expect from the Lego games, though. A good frame rate, anyway. I actually found Dutch's mother's grave in the Blackwater Cemetery the other day.
Yep, completed and well crafted.
I always kind of thought that's where they buried the money.
Hello, cat. Puss.
I wonder what Dutch would have to say about his mom.
He talked about her real briefly during the main game at some point. I forget what part it was. But it made you think that they had a good, if not strained, relationship. Good yet somewhat strained, I suppose. It was his father that he didn't really know, but I know he was on good terms enough with him because he wanted revenge for his death. Because his father was actually killed in the Civil War fighting for the North. So that's why Dutch hates Southerners. That's because his dad was killed by Confederates. But yeah, it's always rumored that that's where they buried the money, was
Blind man.
by her grave.
Take this.
I think this guy's told my fortune so many times that he just has nothing to say anymore. It's like he's glitched, he doesn't say anything.
I see his motivation now.
So that's kind of why he goes batshit crazy in roads with the Braithwaites and the Greys and fucking them over. That's kind of why he does everything stupid that he does in the South, really, for a sense of revenge. And as Arthur put it, revenge is a fool's errand. In this game, revenge is pretty much fucked over anyone who's went after it, except for Jack, as far as we know. But that's just because we don't know what the hell happened to Jack after he took his revenge on Ross.
Never gave him any happiness.
For all we know, after Jack kills Agent Ross, he could have been arrested and sentenced to life in prison. Or drafted for World War One. Fuck, it's hard to tell. But revenge definitely fucked John. Because if he would have... The only reason Ross was able to find him is because he murdered Micah. And they somehow traced that back to him from the crime scene. Or they never would have found Beecher's Hope. Or they would have found it much, much later, and by that point they may not have needed him. So revenge sort of fucked everybody over in the game. Oh yeah, I'm still rolling with that big ass bounty.
So if he hadn't killed Micah, John would be able to live a mostly peaceful life, and there would be no Red Dead 1.
Most likely, yes. Most likely they would have found the other gang members before they found John, and would have either killed or arrested Dutch, Javier, and Bill, and then John would have either not been found, or he would have been found last. And if he would have been found last, there's a very good chance that they may have just left him alone, because at that point John was just living a good life. He wasn't bothering anybody, he wasn't robbing, he was just working his ass off on that ranch to provide for his family. He wasn't hurting anyone or causing any trouble or breaking the law. So, had they taken out the other gang members first, I don't see any real reason why the government would have really fucked with John. Then yes, so therefore Red Dead 1 would have never happened. So Arthur's words ring pretty true in regards to everybody. Dutch, John, Arthur himself, in regards to revenge being a fool's errand. So I found that pretty meaningful and cool. Although the way it is, even, it takes them 4 years to fucking find John how it is. Or it takes them, they already know where he's at, it just takes them 4 years to act upon the intel. Maybe they found John first and just decided to leave him alone until they knew about where the others were. At least that's the only thing that makes sense to me, anyhow. Because they knew he was the one with the leverage they could use against him. It's not like they had anything on Bill or Dutch. Or it's not like they had anything on Bill or Javier that could force them to hunt the other two down. And they didn't really have anybody they cared about. They didn't have a family.
Hey brother, how's it going?
Oh, not too bad. How are you doing? Forgot just how long of a ride this really is.
Good, just passing through while on my break at work and your live stream was in my recommended, thought I'd show some support.
Hey, well, I very much appreciate that. That is absolutely awesome. Hopefully you're having a good evening with whatever you're doing. Damn, I ran over a shit ton of animals tonight. Kind of feel bad.
It's lunchtime here in New Zealand, y'all from the south in USA?
Midwest. Close enough. I believe it's pretty much the same time frame. Ooh, I think that's the goddamn UFO building. With all the... What is this? Apparently I found a new weapon.
Lucky guess.
Yep. Ohio it would be. I can't believe I'm still finding new weapons this far into the goddamn game. Oh, this isn't the house I thought it was. The hell? Oh, here we go. That's empty.
Oh well, have a good stream, see ya.
Hey, hopefully you have a great evening. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the support. Hopefully work goes fast. Oh, and I'm drowning.
Okay, that's it. Whoa!
This might be our last plant we need, actually. There we go. Another challenge down. Craft and use 5 special miracle tonics. That shouldn't be too hard. Wonder if that robot's still up in the mountains. Wonder if the devil's still in his cave too. Haven't checked on him for a few days.
Another thing special about Odyssey is the order you do story quests matters at times.
Yeah, I always found that neat too. You could pretty much do it however the hell you wanted to in whatever order you wanted to. I really liked that. Being able to choose what to do, when to do it. Now I know there's another mission you can do with Hamish. I just don't know. You get to be here at a certain time.
Settle.
I don't know if he's home or not.
I learned that when a patient died because I went to find out about Mom first.
Oh, I actually went to the patients first. Wow, that's actually cool. I didn't know that could happen.
Quiet Sam. Can't put you back.
And if you kill the monger publicly, a cultist who wants to leave the cult will side with the cult.
That's pretty cool too. I never knew that. Yeah, I like that choices and when you do things seem to matter greatly. Gotta take advantage of these salmon.
There's sort of 3 levels of decisions, ones that don't mean much, ones that won't affect the ending, and critical choices.
Yeah, I like that, how they added critical choice into the game. Doesn't really affect the ending, but it does affect certain things to the game.
Now we're fishing.
I don't think this is a salmon, but we'll take it and see what it is. We'll let him go.
Worth a shot.
It's a little one, I do believe.
You okay?
Well, he might be big enough to keep. Nope, same size.
Fatten up for next time. Might work. You're quite a nice bass.
Critical choices as in they will affect the ending.
Yep.
But if you're playing completely blind you wouldn't know how important a decision is.
Those salmon don't want no more part of this shit. See if I can't camp.
Now, come on there.
And get Hamish to show up. Let's see, what was that I needed to make? Special miracle tonic. Okay.
It's similar here too, right? Where your choices affect the ending is ways you don't know.
Oh yeah, definitely. There's 4 different endings you can get. Heavily dependent on your choices. Possibly even more that people don't know about, because people haven't found everything yet. But there's 4 known. I ended up getting the best ending. Because I was kind of a dick in the beginning, and I did bad shit in the beginning. But towards the end, I started, just, the game kind of made me feel like I wanted to do better stuff. So towards the end, I did a lot of good stuff, and I ended up turning it around. You can actually be as bad as possible for half of the game, and still turn it around and fix it in probably the last 2 chapters. I don't know why he's not showing up. I don't know if you have to be there in the morning or what.
Can't do that in Odyssey. Emoji happy tears. Emoji happy tears. Emoji confused face.
I think the way the game is written, though, it kind of wants you to be the bad outlaw in the beginning, and then it kind of pushes you to do better things in the end. Whereas Odyssey, your choices are all sort of tied together from the very yourself from the very beginning.
There you go. There's her girl.
Oh wow, he's actually here right now.
You're getting there. Good girl. You'll be okay.
You can tell because his horse is here, and the mission thing is on the map, of course. We'll go ahead and tie our horse up over here.
You're used to it, girl.
Recent actions. Acting like I just committed a crime or some shit. What the hell did I do? That's weird. Guess we'll wait again.
That's a girl. We knew this. Easy. Stay.
This horse is awesome.
You'll be okay. Hey, fella. Good lad.
Just a moment.
Hamish.
Come on in.
So, how you keeping out there?
Fine, thank you.
It's all right then, is it? Living out here, away from civilization.
Civilization. Yeah, I saw what civilization and industrial advancement will get you in the war. Progress, well, it ain't always progress. Besides, I ain't lonely up here. I got company.
Yeah, I guess.
Come look at these. Remember catching that?
I do.
I know you ain't forgot about him.
I still see him in the traders.
Yeah, I got the whole of nature up here. And I'm gonna make the most of it, as long as there still is some. Whoa. They weren't lying.
What's this?
Right there by the outhouse. Look at the size of that boar.
Holy hell.
Oh, hell.
I saw some cattle gored the other day, but I didn't think it was possible. Let's go take care of
I
it.
said the same thing John did.
Okay.
Awesome.
Damn, I thought I got him. Pursue. I'll grab the mounts.
See how he likes these rounds.
I loved hanging out, thanks for the stream.
Hey, not a problem. Hopefully you have a great evening. Thanks for stopping by. Looking forward to having you stop by again. Anytime I'm on.
Trail
I'll have to check out one of your newer videos sometime soon. I've been slacking lately.
Don't worry. Tracks go this way. Come on. You see that thing? It's as big as a buffalo.
And fast, too.
Yeah, but we'll get him. He came through here, all right. Big shit. He's been across here twice.
What do we do?
Well, he's been up this hill to the right, and down this one in front of us. But I can't tell which track's is fresher. Let's split up. You go up, and I'll go onwards.
Okay. Good luck to you, sir.
Here! Come on, you!
I got a bad feeling about this hunt.
What's that?
Damn thing killed a wolf. Oh shit.
Hey. Shit. He's after him.
That's fuel.
Jesus, no. Hamish.
I got thrown and the bastards all got me. Take Bill for me, would you? He's a good horse. He may be stubborn. But he's strong.
Hamish? Good pig.
Oh, that was close.
We got it, old man.
Kind of ironic. The pig that killed him fell right next to him. And literally would have had me if it weren't for falling 3 feet. That's a fucking huge boar, though. Is that possibly realistic in your opinion? Got the old veteran with the peg leg.
go. It's all right, Annie. Hungry?
Can't get back in his house. What are you doing, AC?